Hi, and welcome to 3-Minute Theology. My name is Dr. Randall Woodard of the Theology Department here at St. Leo University. What we'd like to do is offer a few reflections for people to see. We've got a very talented and faith-filled faculty. What we wanted to do is offer a segment of videos where people share key ideas from their research and teachings, but in a way that's accessible to people in 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to start our very first one by talking a little bit about gratuity. What I'd like to talk to you today is about Thanksgiving, being grateful, and our own gratitude. The sense of being a central part of our faith and a big part of most people's prayer lives, even though it's something we don't talk about very often. The very notion of Eucharist itself derives from the Greek word of thanksgiving. So the source and summit of our liturgical faith and our lives as Christians centers around this very idea of being thankful and grateful. First of all, it's fantastic for us to start with the premise of being thankful for the work that God has done in the past. We think about the saving acts of Jesus, the continued work in and through the church, and realizing how grateful we can be for what God has done in the past, but also how God continues to work in our lives today. Next, one of the key ways to think about our gratefulness and our thanksgiving is to think about how God is made present in our lives, in and through others, in and through the Eucharist, and in different ways in our prayer lives and our lives of service to others. What I'd like to do is offer you a challenge. I'd like to offer you 3 things that you can do that will actually help with your prayer life and your bigger understanding of gratuity, and also make a big difference in your day-to-day life. The first thing I'd like you to challenge you to do is to think about including Thanksgiving as a part of your daily prayer life if it already isn't. I'd like you to think about taking 1 minute of your day every single day, perhaps it'll be before you go to bed, and spend time specifically thinking about concrete and actual things that you're thankful for that happened to you during the day. 2 things will end up happening if you do this. Number 1, thinking about things that were excellent during our days that we're thankful for actually means the exact same thing in our brains as experiencing it itself. So think about all the wonderful things that happened to you. When you spend time thinking about how thankful you are for it, your brain and your body actually get the exact same pump and rush as you did the very first time. Secondly, if you spend time every day thinking about what you're thankful for, it actually changes your worldview and the way that you see the world around you. What we start to do is, instead of thinking about things that drag us down and thinking about how bad things are, getting into this practice and developing this as a ritual ends up allowing us to look throughout the day at what kind of amazing things are being put in our lives. Secondly, I'd like to encourage you to buy a book of thank you cards. When we take the time out of our days to write a brief thank you to somebody else who's done something specific, and we offer a real note of gratitude, research has shown that it actually improves our mental health and decreases anxiety and depression for a period of an entire month. Text messages are wonderful, emails are great, but actually taking the time to handwrite an old-fashioned note to somebody not only will have an incredible impact on that person's life, knowing how thankful you are for what they've done, but it actually makes your life better for a final month. My final challenge for you is to think about this. Who is that one person that you're most thankful for? Research has shown that when we give somebody a prolonged, real hug that lasts between 6 and 10 seconds, it helps rewire our brains for compassion and mercy for that person. So think about this. Hugs, free, completely enjoyable, and when we do it in a better way than just a quick 1 second, how are you, actually ends up providing a rewiring of our brain that encourages compassion, mercy, and love for that person. So again, Thanksgiving and gratuity is such a central part of our faith. So many things that we have to be thankful for in the past, what God has done for us, also the things that God continues to do for us, and the 3 challenges that I'd like to offer for you. Number 1, including Thanksgiving as a very specific and central part of your daily prayer life. Number 2, getting in the habit of thanking people through handwritten notes. And then finally, number 3, finding that person who you're most thankful for and daily giving them a 6 to 10 second hug to show them how much you love them. Thanks so much for joining us.